So you're starting college. That is a huge deal, a major life transition, and we are going to break down exactly how to navigate it. Let's just dive right in. This is your guide to cracking the college code. Okay, let's be real. You're probably feeling a million different things right now. Maybe you're like Reginald, who's an adult learner coming back to school after years away, kind of worried about, fitting in. Or hey, maybe you're like Madison, fresh out of high school, totally ready for the classes, but nervous about making new friends so far from home. Excited, worried, thrilled, unsure. All of it is completely normal. In fact, that exact mix of excitement and uncertainty, that's the sign that you're at the beginning of a great adventure. So let's reframe this whole thing. Think of your college journey as your own personal quest. And this is your map for that first crucial leg of the journey. Now, the first stop on any great quest is to understand your mission. It's all about finding your why, that really deep, personal reason you're doing this in the first place. Trust me, this is what's going to fuel you when things get tough. Okay, so here's a really cool tool for this. It's called the 5 Whys technique, and it actually comes from the Toyota Motor Company. You start super simple. Ask yourself, why am I in college? Then, whatever your answer is, ask why again. You do this 5 times, and with each answer, you dig a little deeper until you'd hit your real core motivation. So, for example, a student might start off saying, well, I'm in college to get a degree in speech pathology. Okay, fine, but by the time they get to that 5th why, they uncover something way more powerful. I feel it is my purpose to help others achieve their full potential despite having physical challenges. See, the degree isn't the goal, it's the tool to fulfill a true purpose. And that is powerful stuff. Now, beyond that deep personal mission, there are also some very, very tangible rewards. If you think about college as an investment of your time, of your money, the return is just staggering. We're talking about a potential $1.5 million bump in what you earn over a lifetime with a 4-year degree. And you can see it so clearly right here on this chart. The jump in lifetime earnings from a high school diploma to a bachelor's degree is massive. And then it just keeps climbing from there. The numbers really don't lie. Education pays off. But hey, it is not just about the money. Not even close. A college degree is tied to so many other great things. People report higher job satisfaction, way more career stability, and even better health. It also creates this positive ripple effect for the next generation. Plus, it's a space to build those crucial soft skills, like critical thinking and leadership, in a pretty low-stakes environment. Okay, so you've found your why. You've got your mission. Now it's time to learn the customs of this new world you've entered. Every culture has its rules, and college is no different. The thing is, a lot of the most important ones, they're unwritten. The single biggest change from high school is this fundamental flip in responsibility. In high school, learning is pretty guided, right? Your teacher holds your hand. In college, the script is flipped. Most of the real, deep learning happens on your own time. And it's on you to realize when you need help and then go out and get it. Which leads us to a really crucial question. What are these rules that nobody ever seems to tell you about? Well, there's a name for these unspoken expectations. Sociologists call it the hidden curriculum. And knowing it, that gives you a huge advantage. So, here they are. Let's crack the code. Your professor might just say, read chapter 3 for Tuesday. But the hidden curriculum means they expect you to have read it and thought about it before you walk into the room. They expect you to take notes during class, not just sit there. And they expect you to go back and review that info after class. And if you're absent, the expectation is that you proactively email them and get notes from a friend. This right here, this is the playbook for success. All right, even with the playbook, every quest has its trials, right? The challenges you're going to face this first year, they are not signs that you're failing. They are a totally normal part of the journey. So let's look at the 6 key adjustments you're going to have to navigate. You're going to face adjustments in 6 major areas of your life: academic, cultural, emotional, financial, intellectual, and social. I mean, it's a total transformation. So it's completely okay if it feels like, well, a lot sometimes, because it is. And hey, if you're feeling a little shaky about it all, you are so not alone. I mean, look at this. While most first-year students say they feel confident, almost a third, that's 30%, are only somewhat confident or not very confident at all. Feeling uncertain is basically a shared experience. So what are students actually worried about? The number one stressor is just juggling everything, handling all the obligations. Right behind that is the pressure to get good grades and just the sheer amount of work required. If this sounds familiar, yeah, you're in good company. This is what pretty much everyone is dealing with.
You know, one of the biggest emotional hurdles is that little nagging feeling that you're a fraud, that you don't really belong here, and that any minute someone's going to find you out. That has a name. It's called imposter syndrome, and it is incredibly common, especially when you're in a new environment. Just remember this, it's normal, it's temporary, and you can absolutely get past it.
Which brings us to our final and maybe most important section, how you actually overcome these challenges. No hero completes their quest without some tools and some allies. This is your success toolkit.
I love this quote from a student, Mohammed Khalid. It says it all. It is up to you, the student, to be the squeaky wheel so you can get the grease. You can't just sit back and wait for someone to offer help. You have to be your own biggest advocate. You gotta be that squeaky wheel. Ask the questions, make the appointments, and go find the support you need.
And that support is definitely there, you just have to look for it. Think of this table as your map to your campus allies. Are you struggling in math class? There's a tutoring center for that. Feeling sick? Head to the health center. Can't find friends? That's what student organizations are for. Worried about paying for all this? The financial aid office exists for that very reason. For every problem, there's a person and a place ready to help. So, let's boil this entire quest down to 3 essential items for your toolkit. Number 1, find your purpose. Know your why. That's your motivation. 2, learn the strategies. Understand those unwritten rules of the game. And 3, use your resources. You are not meant to do this all alone. Your adventure has officially begun. The map is in your hands, the tools are in your pack. The only question left is this: what's your first step?